Have you ever been caught, muttering to yourself and you feel that little jolt of embarrassment? Well, what if that habit isn't a sign you're going a bit loopy, but actually it's a hallmark of some seriously high-level thinking? Today, we are diving into why talking to yourself might just be your own personal superpower.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Maybe you do it walking through the grocery store, trying to remember what was on your list. Or maybe you're at your desk, stuck on a tough problem, and you start narrating the steps out loud. Look, it is a super common thing to do, but it definitely gets a bad rap.
Okay, so let's just get this out of the way right now. If you talk to yourself, you can officially stop worrying. Psychology actually shows you're tapping into an incredibly powerful cognitive tool. So what other people might see as kinda odd is really a very sophisticated mental process in action.
So what is this tool exactly? Well, it's something called external processing. We're going to reframe this habit from just some strange quirk into what it really is. Basically, a high-level board meeting with your own brain.
Think about it for a second. Your internal monologue can be a really messy, chaotic place, right? External processing is just the act of taking that tangled mess of thoughts, and by speaking them, you force them into a clear, logical structure. You are literally talking your way to clarity. Right, so before you speak, your thoughts can feel just like a packed subway station during rush hour. It's all a jumble of noise and disconnected ideas. But the moment you actually verbalize them, whoosh, you've just upgraded your mental processor from that sluggish old dial-up to lightning-fast fiber optic speed. And listen, this isn't just a feeling. It's actually backed by science. There are studies that show people who verbalize what they're looking for find objects up to 50% faster. The act of speaking literally turns your voice into a kind of targeting system for your mind. It helps you focus and get things done way more efficiently.
So what's actually happening inside your head that makes this so effective? Well, it's not just one thing. It's more like a full-blown neural symphony. Let's take a closer look at how all that wiring works. See, when you're just thinking silently, sure, certain parts of your brain are active, but when you speak those thoughts out loud, you bring this whole new orchestra of brain regions into the performance. You're not just thinking anymore, you are engaging your brain on a much, much deeper level.
Your speech center, your auditory cortex, which is what processes the words you hear yourself say, and your prefrontal cortex, the problem-solving hub of your brain, they all fire up together. This synergy creates this powerful feedback loop that seriously enhances your focus and speeds up problem-solving.
Now, this mental boost is so powerful that it really shouldn't be surprising that this habit is a common thread among some of history's most brilliant and successful minds. If you do this, you are in very good company.
This quote just illustrates the point so perfectly. For people like Albert Einstein, who would often walk around Princeton literally talking through his equations, self-talk wasn't a sign of eccentricity. No, it was a necessity. Their brains were just working so fast that silence was simply too slow of a medium to process their ideas.
And the list, it just goes on. From scientists like Einstein and Tesla, who quite literally narrated their inventions into existence, to modern icons like Beyoncé, who admits to talking herself through complex choreography. This is not some random quirk, it's a high-performance strategy.
And beyond just solving problems, this technique has some pretty profound emotional benefits. It allows you to step outside of yourself and manage your own state of mind. You effectively become both the player on the field and the coach on the sidelines at the same time.
It's a technique called self-distancing. When you talk about a problem out loud, you create this small but really crucial gap between you and your emotions. And here's a pro tip from psychologists. Try using your own name or the word you instead of I. Saying, okay, you can figure this out, creates way more objective distance than saying, I can figure this out.
And this is an absolute game changer in high-pressure situations. Just think of a top athlete before a crucial free throw, muttering, "You've trained for this, just breathe." Or a surgeon navigating a really delicate procedure, talking themselves through the next step. They're coaching themselves in real time to regulate their emotions, manage that stress, and maintain intense focus.
Okay, so let's bring all this together. The next time someone gives you a funny look for talking to yourself, I want you to remember what is really going on beneath the surface. What sounds like simple mumbling to an outsider is actually a highly sophisticated mental process. You are actively organizing thoughts, you're accelerating problem solving, and you're managing your emotional state with surgical precision. You are not distracted, you are hyper-focused. So let this be your final takeaway. Self-talk isn't a crutch for the lonely, it's a tool for the brilliant. You are consulting the one expert you know you can always trust, yourself. So the next time you do it with confidence. Because you're in very, very good company.